Cardano price undervalued, but also Cardano the project underestimated. Big news coming out today for SundaeSwap. What is up, everyone? Welcome to Crypto Capital Venture. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for watching the video. Hit the like button on the way in. It means a lot to me. Let's jump into the Cardano video. We're going to take a quick look at the charts because I want to just talk about a couple things in relation to what we talked about yesterday and something else. Also want to take a look at SundaeSwap in a few minutes. So let's start here on the Cardano weekly chart. This is the weekly chart. I see bullishness. I know there's a lot of people that are kind of just, they're focused on this midterm move to the downside over the past few months. I just see bullishness on the Cardano charts. So I tweeted this a little bit ago. I said, 8 is unstoppable. Do people genuinely think that Cardano doesn't have a functioning ecosystem? This is because I received this comment. Somebody saying they're confused how a blockchain that doesn't have a functioning ecosystem could possibly be undervalued, because remember, my video last night was about how Cardano price is undervalued, a lot of on-chain metrics lending to that sentiment. And my general sentiment on Cardano is very strongly bullish. And it's for reasons that we see on-chain. It's for reasons that we see on the charts right here, daily chart, weekly chart. But it's also for reasons like this comment that I got on YouTube. And the more that I'm getting so many of these comments, by the way, just people are so bearish on Cardano, just all the negativity surrounding it, that makes me bullish, even more bullish and more confident about Cardano. Ed in Altcoins, who I talked about in last night's video, I just saw this comment as I was getting ready to start this video. A shame we can't post this in YouTube comments. Cardano is building. Do you all see this? These are projects on Cardano. Do you see this? Do you see this? And we're going to talk about one of these projects in this video. The ecosystem is growing. And not only that, I know I talked about the data yesterday in yesterday's video, but this was a tweet from yesterday, watcher.guru. Cardano has surpassed Bitcoin and ETH by number of transactions in the last 24 hours. And we can go here. We can go to Masari.io. We can refresh this. You can see Cardano actually still in number one in this regard. 17.56 billion with only just under $52,000 in fees. It is incredible to see how undervalued and underestimated Cardano is right now. Looking at the charts, this is on the weekly. One thing that I just want to talk about is this line, and I probably should highlight this more often. Remember all-time high back here, 2017, 2018, right there? Look at that red line. Look at the support for around a year Cardano has seen at that area. There's no guarantees that it's going to hold. Be very careful to the downside. We have our targets to the downside, but just look at that. Look at that area that Cardano has now just been bouncing above, and it could fail. We know that. But just the fact that this is a consolidation area for around a year now is extremely bullish on the macro charts, no matter what Cardano does next. Speaking of what it can do next, I haven't been zooming in on the charts very much. It's kind of just been in this range of just above $1 for a little bit now. And I'm just waiting for this next move to really start tracking structure. And we know we have our targets. We have the next target to the downside around 80 cents. I'm seeing if Cardano goes there, or I'm seeing if Cardano makes that next move back above these moving averages that it's been struggling at. The 20-day moving average in green, the 50-day moving average right here. Does Cardano make a move to that area, to those areas and above? And can we start really tracking this more excitingly, I guess, to see if we see support above those areas? Like, can we start tracking an actual bullish reversal, because it's been downtrend for months? I'm waiting for these things. I'm sitting patiently. I want something big to happen on these charts so the charts are more interesting to us. But right now, I'm just waiting to see. And you can see the setup is there. I mean, if you look at the daily chart, you look at the weekly chart, if you look at the momentum oscillators we've been tracking, we are just consolidating at areas that we've seen bottoms at before. Back to the daily chart. If you look at the daily chart, we're seeing some definite bullish momentum on the oscillator, higher lows right here. That's some bullish divergence when you're looking at the actual chart, right? Lower lows, and then boom, higher lows on the momentum oscillator. There could very well be a breakout above these moving averages. Is it going to happen? We wait, we see, we track it. We are always prepared for downside in these videos. And that's why we always say, this isn't financial advice. I'm not doing prediction videos here, everybody. I'm just like you, tracking the charts, tracking the data, so that we can just be ready, so that we could just see what the possibilities are for Cardano. Moving along though, right? Let's look at some big SundaeSwap news. One of these big projects on Cardano, SundaeSwap, many of you know. So Bitrue, a pretty sizey, well-known exchange. Huge news. SundaeSwap is making its centralized exchange debut on Bitrue on February 15th. We're super stoked to be supporting the hottest Cardano project around with a listing. And there it is. Read more, and here's the article. SundaeSwap comes to Bitrue on February 15th. So right now it's February 14th where I am, and I believe, from what I hear, it is 7 p.m. Pacific Standard today. So as I do this video, it's like in a few hours. I mean, as you might watch this video, it could already be live on Bitrue. Really cool to see this happening, everybody. SundaeSwap going live and just getting this further exposure in the crypto markets. This DEX, SundaeSwap, what the team has achieved, what they've put together, all the brainstorming, the pivoting that they've done, and just growing alongside the community, alongside the Cardano blockchain in particular, has been huge. And many of you also know a big day for SundaeSwap. The ISO is officially over. Right now, I just want to thank all of you who kind of took part in the ISO with a CCV pool. I really appreciate you taking part with not only the ISO itself, but just the general experience of just the SundaeSwap ISO. It is brand new to all of us. It's been fun. It's been cool. There's been so much dialogue around it. Rewards will be claimable on March 1st via drip drops, or our very own faucet in the near future if you do not want to pay the drip drops fee. And further details on the reverse ISO will be released shortly. I did a video on how to claim your ISO rewards on March 1st. You can check it out. I'll put a link in the description. And SundaeSwap, obviously, you can go to their website, check it out. Dude, everybody, I'm telling you, it's working. It's working smoothly. It was congested at first, but it is just leveling out. It's a calm after the storm. That's really what it feels like when you go to the SundaeSwap DEX. It's really cool to see this. And I have this tweet up, Patrick over at NFT Maker. For many years, IOHK Charles, so Charles Hoskinson, kept saying that correctness is more important than scaling, and that if Cardano has to scale up, it can do so very quickly. Now that we've had weeks of serious issues with the blockchain load, I'd say he has proven that this statement was correct. IOHK has pushed multiple parameter changes in a very fast, responsive, and honestly kind of unusual manner for them, leading to fewer full blocks. I think proving this point was extremely important, and we should highlight it more often. Now let's see where sidechains can get us. So this is the beginning, but I agree with Patrick. It's actually really cool to see how fast IOHK moved in terms of these parameter changes, the congestion, the overload that was occurring. Look how quickly things have been optimized, and this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning to so many different solutions to all of these things as Cardano scales and grows. Paul, trading with Paul, many of you know him. Cardano congestion is down and SundaeSwap backlog is now cleared. Test trade took 2 minutes for a swap on the Sunday ADA pair this morning. It's awesome, everybody. It's so cool to see, because this has been such a long time coming, right? And to just be where we are right now, and I'm sure there's going to be more optimizations. I'm sure there's going to be more growing pains and things like that. But this is where we are right now. All the while, don't forget the on-chain, what's going on in terms of transaction volume, what's going on in terms of Cardano network growing. It is too cool to see. So I wanted just to point that out. And you know, I really wanted to mention this in regards to all of the stake pool stuff, right? There's the ISO that ended today. I just want to really thank all of you for not only just participating in the SundaeSwap ISO, but just for staking with CCV. There's so much going on in the ecosystem in terms of ISOs, in terms of debate around Cardano stake pools and multi-pool operators and single pool operators and all this good stuff. And I just want to say thank you for choosing Crypto Capital Venture and our stake pools. I invite you to continue supporting us as we grow. But also, if your heart is leading you somewhere else, do that as well. This is the environment of decentralization and choice. It's up to you, everybody, what you do with your ADA, how you stake it. There's more to be said on this issue. That's for a separate video. But I want to thank you for staking with us. I have my vision for, multiple pools. I have my vision. Sarah and I have our vision for what we're doing with these pools as we grow crypto capital venture in general. Many of you know in January, we donated $20,000 to Place of Hope. Thanks to all of you delegators. They serve children and families impacted by abuse, neglect, homelessness, and human trafficking. This is a huge piece foundational to what we're trying to do: seek justice, encourage the oppressed, defend the cause of the fatherless. That is from Isaiah 1:17. And at the end of the day, we do want God to receive all the glory. And I know this is a tweet from January, but this was January. And this is how sick this is. I'm humbled because the fact that we're even in this position able to do this was the other night. CCV delegators, we've donated another $20,000 to Place of Hope at their 2022 Hope Bash. If you're a delegator with any CCV ADA pool, you are part of this. Even when markets are down, we can persevere to serve others and truly help make a difference. Thank you, God. I don't know, everybody. I know I'm running multiple stake pools. I'm running it as a business, right? We're obviously as a company receiving revenue, but I can't say enough. Sarah and I want to integrate things that we care about into this business, and we want to do good with what we're growing and what we're building as a community here. But I also want to say this: I'm 100% not opposed to just the fact that there are other opinions in crypto. There are other opinions in Cardano. There are opinions about what decentralization looks like. It's a whole debate going on. There's all these opinions, and I encourage all of you, just follow where you're feeling it. Like, follow what you want to do, right? I remember before I even had stake pools, I think me and my buddy were like, where do we delegate, right? What are we going to do? Answer that question. Like, where do you want to delegate? I know Jeff over at Swag. This is just an example. SundaeSwap ISO ends today. You've looking for a single pool to delegate your hard-earned ADAs, consider staking with Swag, right? Aussie Pool, they've been a really helpful single pool operator to CCV. They answer so many questions in so many threads. They're looking for support in terms of their staking. They raise money for cancer research. WEQNT is one of the biggest on my heart that I want to have Denisio over at WEQNT on this YouTube channel to talk about his mission and what he's doing. My point is this: I truly am humbled by your support. I'm not going to stop running multiple pools and growing things how I'm growing them, but I invite you all, just follow your heart, follow whatever you're thinking out there in terms of what you want to do with your ADA. This is your choice to do whatever you want to do with it, and that's what makes it cool. So I appreciate all of you. I really do. You delegators, long story short, I appreciate you. And some big things going on in Cardano blockchain. This is just the beginning. SundaeSwap getting listed on Bitrue is really cool to see, and it's going to be interesting to see as SundaeSwap continues to grow as well. So that's it in a nutshell. That's all I got for you today, everybody. Hit the subscribe, hit the like. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.